Looking for the perfect Christmas gift? Give the gift of magical bedtimes with a Sleep Tight subscription. For a limited time, our annual plan is 50% off. Join us now for a year filled with bedtime wonder. Visit sleeptightpremium.com to learn more. Sleep tight, friends. Hello, I'm Cheryl, and welcome to Sleep Tight, Relax, a cozy bedtime podcast made especially for kids, but perfect for dreamers of all ages. In tonight's story, we're sharing an old classic that first appeared in 1850, written by the famous author Charles Dickens. Dickens is known for many wonderful works, including A Christmas Carol, and his stories often capture the magic and spirit of the holidays. This story, called A Christmas Tree, takes us on a journey through Christmas memories filled with imagination and the joy of togetherness. We've adapted it to be shorter and more accessible for you, our listeners. Before we begin, let's take a moment to relax and settle in for the story. Let's take a few deep breaths together to calm our minds and get ready to listen. Close your eyes if you like and take a deep breath in through your nose and slowly let it out through your mouth. Let's do that again. Breathe in deeply as if you're filling yourself up with warm holiday light. And let it out slowly, letting go of any tension. Picture yourself in a room filled with holiday magic, however you imagine it may be. Maybe there's a twinkling Christmas tree in the corner, its lights glowing softly in the dim room. A cozy fire crackles in the fireplace, and you're wrapped in a soft blanket, feeling warm and safe. As you sit in this peaceful place, notice how your shoulders feel. Are they relaxed? Let them drop gently. Notice your hands and feet. Let them feel heavy and still. Let your whole body sink comfortably into where you're sitting or lying down. Imagine a tiny twinkling star above your head. Its light feels calm and comforting. As the star glows softly, it helps your thoughts slow down, making space for the story we're about to hear. Breathe in deeply one more time, and let it out slowly. Here in Atlantic Canada, Christmas is a time of warmth and togetherness, even as snow blankets the ground and chilly ocean winds sweep across the coastline. One of our favorite traditions is gathering with family and friends to share stories, laughter, and homemade treats like fruitcakes and all kinds of sugar cookies. For kids, the magic of Christmas comes alive in the twinkling lights, the scent of fresh-cut evergreen trees, and the joy of spending time with loved ones. While these traditions may sound unique to our region, they carry a spirit that's familiar around the world. The joy of gathering together, sharing kindness, and celebrating the magic of the season, whatever season that might be for you. Whether you're near the ocean, the mountains, or somewhere in between, the heart of the holiday remains the same: connection, love, and making memories to last a lifetime. We hope you enjoy this adapted version of A Christmas Tree. This evening, I watched a lively group of children gathered around a magnificent Christmas tree. It stood tall in the center of the room, its branches reaching out as if to welcome everyone. Tiny golden lights twinkled like stars, casting a warm glow over the room. The children's eyes shone as they whispered and pointed, their excitement filling the air. The tree was a treasure chest of surprises. Rosy-cheeked dolls peeked out from the branches, their painted smiles catching the light. Tiny furniture sets, tables, chairs, and even little wardrobes sat nestled among the leaves as if ready for a dollhouse. Bright ribbons wrapped around toy drums, tambourines, paint sets, and sparkling apples and pears hung alongside walnuts that hid little surprises. "Look at this one," a small boy called out, holding a walnut that opened to reveal a piece of candy. "It's magic." The other children crowded around, laughing as they discovered more hidden treats. There was something for everyone. Toy swords and banners for knights on adventures, miniature teacups for little hosts and hostesses, and books with bright covers for curious readers. Even the smallest child found joy, reaching out from their mother's lap to grasp the twinkling lights with tiny fingers. The tree seemed alive with wonder, its decorations shimmering and swaying gently as the children reached for them. It wasn't just a tree. It was a doorway to a world of imagination. Watching them, I felt a wave of nostalgia. I thought of the Christmas tree of my own childhood, where every branch held a tiny piece of magic. Those trees were more than just decorations. They were memories waiting to be made, treasures to be uncovered, and stories to be told. As I sat quietly, my thoughts drifted back to those moments, like stepping stones, leading me through the years. What were the things I remembered most? What had made those Christmases so special? In my mind, a shadowy tree began to form, a tree of memories. Its branches stretched upward and downward as if to hold every Christmas I had ever known. I reached up in my imagination, ready to explore its treasures once again. In my mind's eye, I began to climb the branches of my memory tree, reaching for the treasures of Christmases long past. At the very top, near the shimmering lights, I saw the toys of my childhood. There was the tumbler, a funny little figure with its hands in its pockets, that wouldn't stay down no matter how many times I pushed it. It always rolled back up, wobbling and staring at me with its round, painted eyes. How I laughed at its stubbornness. Nearby was a wooden frog, its green back dotted with red spots. When I pulled its string, it hopped and leaped in all directions, always surprising me by where it landed. Not far away stood a cardboard lady in a blue dress. propped up to dance near the light of a tiny candle. She spun gracefully, her movements enchanting. Next to her, a colorful music cart played a tinkling melody, its tiny wheels turning as if powered by magic. Every toy told a story. There was the dollhouse, its miniature rooms filled with tiny chairs, a soft little bed, and a kitchen that held a set of impossibly small pots and pans. I remembered visiting that dollhouse as though it were a grand mansion, imagining tea parties with its tiny blue cups and pretending the doll cook was frying fish on her tin stove. Further down the tree, books began to appear. Their smooth covers gleamed with bright reds and greens, and their pages were filled with simple rhymes and pictures. I could almost hear the verses again. A was an archer who saw a big frog, and Z is for zebra who gallops along. How I loved those books, flipping through their pages again and again, discovering something new each time. Then, as I reached for another branch, the tree transformed before my eyes. Its boughs became the towering stalk of Jack's beanstalk, stretching high into the clouds. I imagined Jack climbing with excitement, his heart full of curiosity and adventure. Above him, the clouds sparkled like silver, and far away, I could see the tops of mysterious castles hidden in the mist. Jack was clever and kind, always finding his way with a smile and quick thinking. I pictured myself climbing alongside him, discovering treasures and making new friends in a magical world among the clouds. The tree shifted again, becoming the enchanted forests of the Arabian Nights. I saw glittering treasures hidden in caves, magical lamps that granted wishes, and talismans that opened secret doors. Everything felt alive with wonder. Rings that sparkled like stars and carpets that flew through the air as if by their own will. My imagination raced with possibilities, each scene more vivid than the last. At every turn there was something to discover. The adventures of Little Red Riding Hood, her bright red cloak a beacon in the forest, or the animals of Noah's Ark, each carved with care. I remembered the wooden elephant that stood tall and proud, and the ladybird whose tiny painted spots seemed so lifelike. Even the smallest toys felt like treasures, each holding its own magic. As I climbed lower, the memories became simpler, but no less special. I recalled the joy of family gatherings and the laughter of cousins as we shared stories and played games. There was always a sense of togetherness, of being wrapped in warmth and love, no matter how cold it was outside. Every branch of the tree reminded me that Christmas wasn't just about the gifts or the decorations. It was about the moments we shared, the joy we discovered, and the love that filled the air. Those memories, I realized, were the greatest treasures of all. As I climbed the lower branches of my memory tree, the decorations grew softer, their glitter fading into a warm glow. I could feel the coziness of familiar traditions wrapping around me like a soft blanket. These branches weren't crowded with toys or books. Instead, they held the heart of Christmas. Moments of kindness, compassion, and love. I thought of the music that always filled the air during Christmas. The cheerful carols sung by neighbors, their voices blending into the cold night. The soft melody of a piano in the background as my family gathered in the living room. And the laughter, always laughter, as we shared stories and told jokes, everyone feeling at home. I remember sitting by the fire, listening to stories about far-off lands and brave heroes. Some were make-believe, full of magic and wonder, while others were about real people who had shown courage and kindness. One story stood out above all others. A story of a baby born in a simple stable, surrounded by animals and shepherds, whose life would become a symbol of hope and love for the world. That story stayed with me as I grew older. It reminded me that Christmas wasn't just about presents or decorations. It was about giving, without expecting anything in return. About seeing the best in others, and about creating a world filled with kindness. Even the smallest gestures, a smile, a shared meal, or a helping hand, could light up someone's day, like the tiny golden lights on the tree. I thought about the people who weren't with us anymore. Their laughter still echoed in my memories, and their love remained in my heart. The empty spaces on the tree weren't sad. They were reminders of how much those people had added to my life. They were part of the story, just as much as the shining decorations and joyful moments. As the tree shimmered in my imagination, I realized that its branches didn't just hold my memories. They reached outward, connecting to every Christmas I had ever known and every Christmas yet to come. The tree was alive with the spirit of the season, reminding me that love and kindness are the brightest lights of all. Now, as I look back at the children gathered around the Christmas tree, I see their joy reflected in its sparkling branches. They laugh and share, their voices filling the room with warmth. It isn't just a tree to them. It's a place where magic begins, where memories are made, and where the true meaning of Christmas shines brightest. As the evening grows quiet, I whisper a wish that these children carry the spirit of this moment with them always. That they grow up knowing that Christmas isn't just a season. It's a feeling, a gift we share with each other. And long after the lights on this tree fade, the love and kindness it represents will keep glowing in their hearts. If you're still awake, it's the perfect time to whisper something kind to yourself. Take a deep breath, and in your mind or in a soft voice, say these gentle words. My imagination is a wonderful gift that I can use to create my own adventures. Even the smallest gestures, like sharing or saying thank you, make a big difference. I carry the magic of the holidays in my heart, no matter the season. I am part of a world filled with wonder, kindness, and connection. I have the power to spread joy and make others smile. As I close my eyes, I feel happy and ready for sweet dreams. I am calm, relaxed, and peaceful. Good night. Sleep tight.